Hey guys, here's another surprise video. I didn't actually expect to post this video this soon because I said I'd post a little visual on the weekend, but I got a lot done, and I always forget how easy this game is to program because there's not a lot to it, to be honest. It's actually a very simplistic game. I think the thing that makes it look complex is the fact there's different monsters, but actually the rules and everything are really, really simple. It's a very simple concept, which I think is what makes it fun, which it looks complex at a glance, but actually this game's really nice and simple, and the rules are easy to learn and fun. Anyways, so if you guys remember in the first video, there was a lag with the movement of my mouse and the movement of the path. Found out why, because right now I have like 100 different programs running, and this is running just fine. This is how the program should run. It should run nice and smooth. Let me explain why. I'll give you guys a little insight on programming if you guys are interested. Basically, what I didn't do, or what we call, is I was doing what's known as a data leak, which is actually pretty bad but very common mistake in programming. It normally deals with objects. This path is an object, and so what was happening was I kept on drawing more objects as long as it was possible. As long as you got 2 or more stars, in this case we have 3, you keep on drawing more and more paths. So you have like a million different unnecessary paths on top of another. Of course, you can't see it because it's right on top of another. And unless I count the number of objects I have on the screen, I can't tell unless I go into my debugger. But anyways, I thought about it, why it was going slow. I mean, without the hypercam, it didn't go slow, but it still shouldn't have happened, and that's why. A little data leak, so easy to fix. It's already fixed, as you can see, nice and smooth. I can keep this program running forever, and it won't slow down at all. So this game, again, since it's very simplistic, and the graphics aren't too intense, even if there was intense graphics, today's computers can definitely handle them just fine, even my computer, for that sake. But it should run really nice and smooth. You shouldn't notice any type of trouble playing this game at all. Alright, so let's talk about the visual representation. As you can see, I put a little star there. Again, none of these are going to be final. The look of this is not going to be final. But this star lets you know where the monster will be summoned. We have a crest pull right here. And again, if you guys supply me with your own type of crest, and I like them, or maybe I'll just do a community vote, we'll definitely replace them. But I like the crest. I think they look actually kind of neat like this. I like this little crest pull table. Definitely it's going to change. There's going to be more color in it. And as you can see, this is going right through the table just because it's just geometry. Just a box, a couple numbers, and that's it. If you can't see these numbers, I'm sorry, because someone did say they couldn't see the numbers. This is not going to be the final font. Just to let you know. This is just the font that basically comes with most compilers. Just a basic stock font. Or a generic stock font. But anyway, so I actually like the layout of this, so I might actually keep a similar style, maybe move it a little bit to the right so that way it's centered properly, and put a little bit of color, make it not see-through, change the font, maybe put some lines. So I think this is actually a pretty good idea for a crest pull. Definitely it'll be improved. Colors for the crest, of course, it's just white. It looks kind of cool with the black background, but again, this looks way too wireframey. It definitely needs some color. Alright, so there's that. This stuff you don't have to worry about. This is just for my own eyes to see what's going on. But I'm already starting to see a couple things I need to work on. However, I haven't really gone into the nitty-gritty type of stuff. I'm just worrying about basically the basic gameplay. So there's definitely a lot of rules that can be broken right now, but easy to fix. I'm just getting as much down as I can, and I'm not too worried about having everything perfect right away. It's not that important at the moment since no one's playing it. Alright, so I did create another outline right here, so let's see. So I explained the bugs. And, oh, well, why not just run it real quick? Okay, so, I did summon, I guess I got 3 stars, and I have a couple crests, thankfully, so I can use, well, the only crests working right now are just the movement, no attack yet, that'll be this weekend. Anyway, so let's go put down a path, and as you can see, like I said, don't expect anything too amazing. I've used my little icon, Zog is his name, as the monster. So, I can, click him. And I'm not sure if you see this. I mean, it changed the font right here, or the color of the font right here, but there's a really light blue box that goes around the monster when it's selected. Again, there's going to be a different way to represent that, so don't even worry. Since I have one movement crest, I can move him, and that's the farthest he can go. I can try to move him again, but he won't go any farther. I can re-roll, and since I'm using level 1s, it's really easy to summon, so I can do another one, and there's another one right there. Since I don't have any movement crests, I can't move. So it's actually really hard to move. The custom dice I created don't really have a lot of helpful crests on it, so it's actually really hard to get anything besides stars. See, I'm just gonna keep on summoning. Do another one real quick, just so I can get all the way. Okay, how about we rotate? Yeah, let's do that. That way, it's very rare with these level 1s that you won't summon. Only a couple times I've had it where I couldn't summon. There we go, trap in that opponent's monster lord. Yeah, my type of game right there. Again, I only have the T path right now, but there'll definitely be more paths by the weekend. There, I summoned a couple monsters. Alright, so there's the basic, just the game. Let's put another path, just because I feel like it. Yep, I knew I'd summon 2 stars. Got close summoning. Alright, that's good for me. Alright, so here's a couple things I want to ask you guys. Custom sized boards, it's definitely possible if you guys want a custom sized board. This is the general dimensions. I don't remember what they are. I have to count them. See, it's 5 to 11 by something. I'm not even going to count them because I don't want to spend too much time. Oh, got 2 more movement crests. Let's move. Yeah. There we go. Getting a little closer to that monster lord. Anyway. So if you guys want custom sized boards that you can set up yourself, let me know. It's really easy to do since everything I did in this game is a variable. So I just need to basically have custom variables that you guys can adjust. It's easy to do. You can do it in options. It most likely will be like this. When you choose free duel, or whatever you call these games, I don't know if it's called duel or what, dice battle. Anyway, it'll basically show a screen, and you get to change all the settings from that screen. And there should be an options menu within the game, so you can change rules within the game as well. So if you feel like doing that, that's great. Let's see. I also want to know what's the best screen resolution for you guys. This screen resolution is, I don't even know. Yeah, I'm not even sure. It's like 700 by 700 or 700 by 600 or something like that. It's very strange. It's just big enough to fit what I want to see. But let me know what your guys' favorite screen resolution is. Nothing too big. Nothing too big where it doesn't fit on other people's screens. So definitely nothing beyond 1,000, I'd say, by the X value, and nothing beyond 700. Or no, nothing beyond the 800, I should say, for the Y screen, or the wide, or I mean the height, should I say, not the wide, but 1,000 pixels wide, maybe 800 pixels at most high. Odds are I can definitely have it where it fits your entire screen if you want, but what I'm asking is what is the default. There has to be default because maybe you want it to stretch on your screen, but I need a default positions of everything, so that way it fits on everyone's screen and no one's missing anything where it's off their screen. I think most people's screens, and I don't know why they do this, but the height of most people's screens is 768, I believe, and I don't really like that. I think that's kind of dumb. I think they need to make the screens a little bigger, a little longer, I should say. They're nice and wide, that's great, but they really need to get a little longer because 768 is the standard. And the thing is, if you have a start menu that's always on top, it basically blocks out some of the screens. That's why it's not my biggest favorite resolution size, unless you hide your start menu. But some people don't like doing that. Like me, I like my start menu on top all the time. So hopefully sooner or later they'll make screens a little longer, or a little higher, I should say. Well, I guess that's it. Actually, that's all I have for today. Just a nice quick video. How long is this? 10 minutes. That's pretty long. Anyway, I did find something if you guys are interested. There's this, I forget what it's called now. I think it's called Tabletop or something like that on Steam. And someone had created a Dungeons and Dragons theme on it. I don't own the game. Like, I haven't bought it, but I just found it online when I was looking for some images for Dungeon Dice Monsters. And someone had actually created some models that you can do or use in the game. Now, I'm not really interested in this game because it's not the actual Dungeon Dice Monsters rules. It's basically a sandbox game where there's a bunch of little models, and you can sit down at a table, and someone else can sit at the table, and you have to hope that that person obeys by the rules, or at least knows the rules. That's about it. So there is no, like, coded rules in play. So if someone feels like tipping over the board, or throwing pieces around, or just summoning dimensions, they can do that because there's no limitation to what you do. So I almost bought it. And I was going to mention to you guys that someone did make a Dungeon Dungeon Dice Monsters fan-made game, but it's not like that. It's just basically a bunch of models you move around and just hope that everyone obeys by the rules. So it's basically like playing the physical game, but except for digital. In this case, it'll be a little different because you can definitely customize everything. Yeah, I think that's about it for now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say because I feel like I'm missing something. Well, only other things I can really think about is just I'm looking forward to adding monster abilities, attacks and defense. Because actually, this guy's attack and defense, now that I think about it, is actually 0-0. I haven't given him attack and defense. Anyway, also, let me know what you want, how you want the layout to look like. For all you artists, if there's any artists watching these videos, if you want to create like a sample of how the game should look, the heads-up display, I should say, and maybe just the display of the game in general, you can definitely send that to me. I can try to emulate it. It's not hard. But, I mean, again, definitely don't expect the game to look exactly like this. Unless I get absolutely nothing, then expect the game to look like this. At least for, like, the first few releases. But, as you can see, there's a lot that's already been done. In only a small amount of time. I mean, I guess it's not that much, but it's a good amount. So, I'm guessing, especially since next week is vacation, and depending on how much time I spend on this, I'd say this game could get done, I wanted to say 3 weeks, but it's not 3 normal weeks. I think less than that. From this point on, maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Hang on. Yeah. So, real soon. That's no lie. And, yeah. As far as AI goes, you have to wait on that. It depends on how soon people want this game in their hands. If they want it right away, then I'll give it to them right away. But if they want to wait a little longer, that's fine too, where I can sharpen up a couple things. But a playable version of this game should be done at least in a week or two, really soon. So I don't expect this game to take me that long to make. It's actually one of the simpler games I've made. That's it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know what you think, and definitely this particular video I really hope you guys can share. For those of you who like to share stuff, or post it wherever they want to, let their friends know, let however you think cares know. But yeah, so all I want is just people to know that there's actually a Dungeon Dice Monsters game being made by a fan, I guess, and it'll be playable, and I hope it'll be fun. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you guys later.